Hello and welcome to NorCal Sports TV's Spring Invitational, coming to you from Stockton, California on the campus of Venture Academy. We're in the South Gym, ready to check out Central Cali Dynamics. They are in the light green with forest green uniforms. It's a cool color combination, sweet look. They're taking on the Hayward Panthers. We're out here in the black uniforms, black with the baby blue trim. So, great looking uniform game that we have today between these two squads. As we're here in the early going, we got a kick out. Three-pointer is good for Javon Johnson. He brings down the boom and gets the scoring started for the Hayward Panthers. A little jump pass right there for Ayers, intended for Joseph Angeles, who was thought he was fouled. He just lost it. This ball. Oh, you're good. Angeles gets it over to Ayers. Ayers thought he had a lane that was closed off quickly. Here's Garola, kicks it out to Ayers. He'll launch a three. That one won't go. Leiros trying to fight for the rebound, but instead it ends up in the hands of Isaiah Gali. Matthew Laurie swings it over to Jaden Bonds. Bonds can't get it to go, but Zachary Berry crashes the rebound and gets an extra possession for the Panthers. Berry takes the bump, tries to go up, can't get it to go. Zachary Berry's going to head to the free throw line as the foul is going to go against Zion Holmes. Holmes, Ayers, Garola, Leiros, and can't tell the jersey number on the back of the last member of Central Cali Dynamics. They only have the jersey numbers on the back of their uniforms. So it makes it a little more difficult, but we'll get it figured out. It's Angeles, Joseph Angeles. They kick it out to Garola. Pass nearly stolen. Gali was in the passing lanes. Holmes, little head fake, gets to the basket, draws some contact from Berry. And so to the free throw line, Zion Holmes will head to shoot two. And the starters for the Hayward Panthers, the aforementioned Zachary Berry, Matthew Laurie, Javon Johnson, Jaden Bonds, as well as Isaiah Gali. Out there for head coach Jaime Ramos and assistant coach Trung Vo. Leading the way for the Central Cali Dynamics, you have Keon Jackson, head coach for the squad in green. Holmes can't cash in at the free throw line. Here comes Bonds the other way. Bonds, a blur to the basket, all the way to the cup. Couldn't get it to go down. Got fouled though, a little shove in the back. But my goodness, he went from 0 to 60 pretty darn quick on that one. He's going to head to the free throw line for a pair of... Not sure if Jaden Bonds plays football, but I'm sure if the local football coach saw speed like that come from Jaden, you want to sign him up. Track and field too. And gets one of two. Garola back up top to Ayers. A little 2-2-1 pressure being shown by Hayward, trying to trap near the half-court area. Holmes gets it back to Ayers. Stops, pops off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Gali. Gali looking for some help. Instead, he shakes the defender. Can't get it to drop. And here's Ayers. Ayers, a little hezzy, gets him into the paint. And hit across the arm on the way up. So Ezra Ayers way to the free throw line. It's the second trip for Central Cali Dynamics to the foul line. Trying to get themselves on the scoreboard. It's almost a theme here that we've had at the NCSTV Spring Invitational where some offenses take a little while to get going. So if we're sticking with that spring theme, they're planting the seeds. All right, it's just not taking root and growing quite yet. is the offense for the Central Cali Dynamics. We're 5 minutes played into this ball game, and now they are on the scoreboard as Ayers goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and it's 5-1 Panthers over Central Cali Dynamics. A little floater. That one won't go for Matthew Laurie. Gets out to Jaden Bonds. Barry's working down low, trying to get position. Gali swings it over to Laurie in the corner. He'll launch. Rolls out. And rebound pulled in by Ingles. Ayers again using that hesitation. Lane line drive won't go. Gets his own board. Tries to power it up and in for 2 and does. Ezra Ayers' first bucket from the field. First bucket from the free throw line for the Dynamics. 5-3 Panthers. Three-pointer is short. Ayers, left to right crossover, comes into a crowd, and we're going to have a jump ball called. And possession arrow is going to Hayward. Substitution into the ball game. 22 Brian Lamb and 32 Josiah Thomas into the game for the Panthers. Bonds looking for Barry down low. Again, he's working hard. There's not much space down there for him to operate currently at the moment. As Lamb chases down the board, and there's a steal by Ezra Ayers. Layup on the other end. He cashes it in. All 5 points for the Central Cali Dynamics, coming from number 13 in green. Barry active inside, moving around, got himself an opening, but couldn't finish at the rim. There's Garola. Gets it up, try to get it over to Ayers. Dangerous pass. Near collision as Angeles gets it over to Ayers this time. Takes a tough shot, but got it to go off the glass. So 7 now for Ezra Ayers. He's gotten going. He's personally on a 7-0 run. He's got the last 7 points here in the ballgame. It was 5-0 to start. And now a 7-0 run for Central Cali Dynamics. Barry tries to split the defense. Good patience to take his time, get that one down. Ayers calls out the set, gets a screen up top, trying to work on Bonds. Little step back, nothing doing, gets it out to Garola. Sidestep 3 on the way, too strong. Thomas will bring it up. Gets it out in the corner to Gali. Gali, lefty 3 off the mark. Here's Ayers, and now this time being forced to his left. He had a couple takes to his right, and they're like, hey, I'm not going to let you do that anymore. Gali, again, stepping into the passing lane. This time he able to come up with the steal, but can't get the layup to try to cut off the defender. Use the opposite side of the rim, get back to his left hand. Fortunately for him, couldn't get it to drop, but this guy's getting everything to drop, it seems like. That was a tough take by Ezra Ayers. It's good defense. Just able to rise over the top and get that one to go off the glass. I wonder if there's a dent on that side of the glass because Ayers has been playing pepper with the backboard over there. So we've got a timeout on the floor. First timeout of the ball game. 9-7 Central Cali over the Hayward Panthers. We'll take a break and be back after this word from Norcal Sports TV.
One falling down. One falling down.
Welcome back to Stockton. We're in the Port City Adventure Academy, the site of NCS TV Spring Invitational. Brought to you in part by the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, a 5-day overnight basketball camp for boys and girls grades 4th through 12th. For more information, go to norcalsportstv.com/camp. Here's Galley matching up with Ezra Ayers, taking the challenge on himself. Ayers has all 9 of the Central Cali Dynamic points. Garola trying to help him out. Can't get that one to go. Here's Prieto with the offensive rebound. He's in the game for the first time. Tried to drive to his left and was held up by Lamb. That's going to be a hand check. So it'll be Central Cali Dynamic basketball on the baseline. Inglis, Prieto, Garola, Ayers. And Prieto gets it out to Ayers, and that one bounced off his foot, and that's going to go out of bounds over to the Panthers. Also got Zion Holmes, the 5th member of Central Cali Dynamics, out there for Coach Keon Jackson. Jaden Bonds gets it inside to Galley, now gets it back. Little hop step, gets a tough shot to go. 4 points now for Jaden Bonds. Got Bonds, Thomas, Barry, Galley, and Lamb. The 5 for Coach Ramos. And it's Hayward Panthers. Ayers over to Garola. Ingles gets it out to Prieto. Drives the baseline. Rebound. Thomas comes in skies for that board. Bonds. Kick out, Golly. He'll fire. He's got the line drive 3 to go. Isaiah Golly, the second triple of the game for the Panthers. They cut the advantage down to 3. Ayers trying to work. Golly thought he got all ball. And official Grant Madero said, nope, we're going to have to shoot 2 free throws on this one. You got a piece of the arm. So Ezra Ayers, 1 of 2 at the free throw line, will get 2 more. Grant Maderos, one of our officials. Golly can't get that one to go. We also have Sam Klein, our other official. We were running a 3-man crew a little earlier. We have the great Bob Godwin in the house. He's just kind of overseeing some of these officials are getting themselves ready for the next collegiate season. So they got some things that they're working on out here, just as well as these players are working on things out here as well. Ayers gets it to go. Lamb fires a 3. Panthers with a 2-point lead. We're under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll have 2 18-minute halves. Beg your pardon if I've explained this earlier, as Zachary Berry gets the offensive rebound. We've done a few of these games, so again, I beg your pardon if I mentioned that we have 2 18-minute halves with the running clocks. Clocks will stop in the final 10 seconds of the first half, as well as the final 2 minutes of the second half, so long as we're within a 10-point margin. Other than that, we're going to keep it running, unless the coaches want to take a timeout to talk to their players, as Golly has Bonds up ahead, running the break. Layup good for 2. Jaden Bonds, 6 points, and the lead is 6 for the Hayward Panthers over Central Cali Dynamics. Ayers gets inside, spins, fades, can't get it to go down. Rebound, Josiah Thomas. Galley will launch. Hit one from the corner earlier. This one kind of came off his hand funny. Even he was kind of like, wasn't sure what had happened on that one, but he does a great job defensively, forcing the steal, anticipating the ball handler's move, getting to the spot before he even knew where he was going, and Golly comes up with the steal, turns that into a quick deuce. The lead is up to 8, and here he is again. Ayers giving chase and poked it back, but right into the hands of Golly. Tries to power it up, gets his own offensive rebound, can't get it to go. And we got a tie-up between Angeles and Bonds. Possession arrow favors the Panthers. It's going to stay down Or actually, Coach Jackson reminding the officials that it will be their basketball. The Panthers had the last possession. This one's going to go over to Central Cali Dynamics. An officiating substitution too, so Sam Klein's going to take a breather. I'm not sure if the young lady is going to be officiating, so we'll try to get her name if we can, maybe at the break. Angles, Prieto, Garola. A couple substitutions as Ayers has made his way to the sideline. Garola's pass tipped and now stolen by Galley. Galley going all the way to the basket, draws some contact. It's going to be helped up after the foul, but he'll head to the free throw line for two. We've got Jaden Larios and Jaden Hernandez also into the game for the Central Cali Dynamics. We're going to take a timeout with 2:39 left to play. We'll be back after this break here on NorCal Sports TV.
One falling down. One falling down.
Back on NorCal Sports TV, we're at the Spring Invitational here in the Port City, Stockton, California. Venture Academy in the South Gym here on the campus of the San Joaquin County Office of Education. Isaiah Galley will have 2 free throws. This guy's been all over the place defensively. Seems like he's been in every single passing lane, getting steals, getting runouts, forcing the issue and making things happen for the Panthers. Second free throw for Galley as one of his teammates was trying not to get inside the lane. That was Xavier Harris. Able to stay out of it. Here's Garola, quick fire 3. Nearly got the bounce. And Thomas picks up the loose ball. Long pass up ahead for Galley. Catches it on 2 feet. Play off 2 feet, kids. All right, perfect example right there. Caught it off 2 feet. Able to read the defense, pivot towards the middle, got himself an easy look. Galley now with 7 points. Ayers working on Galley. Bounced off of somebody's foot. They're going to say it's Ayers' foot, and that one goes out to Isaiah Galley, who's letting the official know, hey, man, there's a sub for me. I need to get to the bench. I'm working so hard, I need a breather. Dude is balling out there. And now he's going to the bench, checking out the highlights. Maybe you got a couple of guys from the younger Panthers squad out there with Galley looking over the plays, checking out his highlights. That's the kind of culture we live in, right? Hop right out of the ball game onto the bench and see what you just did. As Laurie and Prieto were tied up, but they're going to say Laurie had a bit of his arm. So it's going to be a foul that keep possession down here with Central Cali Dynamics. Lamb knocks that one out of bounds. Ayers gets it on the sideline, trying to turn a face against Lamb. Prieto has it up top, now gets it back over to Ayers, but Lamb able to get a deflection, get the steal. Pass up ahead from Ramos to Lamb, layup is good for 2. So Brian Lamb made that happen with the deflection and able to cash in at the end of it with the layup. Nice pass from Jaime Ramos the third. As we're under a minute to play, 37 seconds and running on the clock. Again, it won't stop unless we have under 10 seconds here in the first half. Zion Holmes back into the game for Central Cali Dynamics. Ayers wants a screen up top, and he gets it from Leiros. Now over to Prieto. Prieto looking for Garola. Ayers checks the clock. That one tapped by Laurie. He goes Lamb on a run out. Lamb, Euro, rolls in for two. 4 quick points for Brian Lamb. Final seconds. Holmes trying to get it in, and it won't be enough time for Central Cali Dynamics to get off a last-second heave, even though Ayers shows off the arm strength. Wouldn't have counted had it gone, and that'll take us to the break. 24-10, the Hayward Panthers using their defensive pressure to pull away from the Central Cali Dynamics. They have a 14-point lead. We'll be back with the second half of play right after this here on NorCal Sports TV.
From Los Angeles, we just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
From Los Angeles, we just heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, you know, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%, and we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people on and off the court here.
From Los Angeles, we just heard that.
Welcome back to the second half of the Spring Invitational. Our game between the Hayward Panthers and the Central Cali Dynamics. Panthers leading the Dynamics 24-10. They'll have possession as we start the second half of play. We got Laurie, Bond, Harris, Lamb, Barry, the 5 for the Panthers, and head coach Jaime Ramos. Coach Keon Jackson of the Central Cali Dynamics counters with Holmes, Leiros, Garola, Angles, and leading scorer Ezra Ayers, who's not just the leading scorer for his team with 10, but leading scorer in the ball game. He's the only player in double figures. Garola had that one knocked out from behind, able to get it back, and was tripped by one of his teammates, knocked him out of bounds, and so it's going to go over to the Hayward Panthers. For Hayward, Isaiah Galley has been leading the way. He's got 7 points. And more than that is his defensive pressure just made things happen consistently for Hayward. Jaden Bonds chipping in with 6 points as well. Here he is moving the ball on the perimeter, trying to pick up an assist if Laurie can knock that down. Can't do so, and Angeles comes down with a strong rebound. Gets it up ahead to Ezra Ayers, who's doubled in the corner. And Barry slaps that one out of bounds. That'll stay with Central Cali. Ingles gives off to Ayers. Clean look. Left it short. Barry with the board looking to push. 3-on-2 if they hurry. There's Bonds. Central Cali able to get back on defense. Laurie. Try to get it to Barry inside. That was deflected. Bonds plays it in. And kick out to Laurie. Can't get that one to go. Ingles. Garola steps into a 3-ball. Garola knocks it down. Nathan Garola has the first 3-pointer of the game for Central Cali Dynamics. Cuts it down to an 11-point ball game. Bond steps into one looking for the answer. Rolls out. Holmes with the rebound. Ayers over to Holmes. And Bonds had the loose ball. Couldn't quite bring it in with one hand. So it ends up going out of bounds. Ingles plays it into Ayers. Ayers wants him to clear out so he can bring it up. And a little in and out crossover. And a bump. It's going to move the ball down to the end line. Going to foul on Laurie. Ayers with some space on the block. Can't get that one to drop. Laurie up ahead for Bonds. A little behind him. Bonds make the catch. Drops it off to Barry. What a look. Nice pass there from Jaden Bonds to Zachary Barry. He's got 6 in the ball game. Ayers looking for help. Gets it out to Ingles. Now try to get Garola. Laurie was in the passing lane. Numbers. Bonds, the lob. Got it to go. What a finish. Bonds kind of caught that backwards almost. Falling away from the basket. The body control, the hang time to be able to finish that one. And here they come again. Zachary Barry looking to go strong to the basket. He had big plans in mind for that one. You can see him kind of chuckling as he was thinking of throwing down the hammer that time. Yeah, Holmes able to get back and spoil the party. So Zachary Barry will have to go earn these at the foul line. First one won't go for Barry. You got wholesale substitutions coming for the Panthers. So Galley will check in for Barry if Barry hits the second one. We also got Harris out there on the court. Josiah Thomas. Javon Johnson. And Jaime Ramos III for Coach Ramos and his Hayward Panthers. It was Zachary Barry, I apologize. So Zachary Barry knocks down the second. That one was, again, one of those ones that went through that giant hole in the net. That's why nothing moved on that one. It went down. Makes it a 16-point game as we're just under 12 and a half left to play in this ball game. Garola. Get over to Ayers. Ayers trying to work on Galley. Galley thought he beat him with a spot, but he came up and bumped him. Prieto, which did matched up against Harris, and they poked that one out. Here's Galley looking to push. Nobody stops the ball, so he goes all the way to the cup, gets it to go for 2. Isaiah Galley now with 9. Ramos trying to cut off Ayers. Ayers lost the handle. Galley up ahead of the pack. He nearly lost the handle, and he's going to try to drop it back off. The layup won't go for Javon Johnson. Garola steps into a 3, knocks it down. His second three-pointer. Nathan Garola. Thomas over to Ramos. Ramos no look. In the corner is Johnson. Sidestep jumper. It looked like Conrad got a hand on that one. Now here's Ayers looking to go straight to the basket. And Thomas timed that one up perfectly, able to come out with the block shot. He was sizing him up the whole way. Now he tries to spin through the defender. Ramos, 3-ball. Got it to go! Jaime Ramos brings down the boom with the wing triple. Largest lead of the game for the Panthers. It's an 18-point lead. They lead at 34-16 at the NCS TV Spring Invitational.
One falling down.
Welcome back to the Port City, Stockton, California. Mario Ramos along with producer, the man, the myth, the legend, Joseph Yanez. We also got some incredible Stanislaus State athletes helping us out. Track star Avery Townsell. And the man in the middle for the Stanislaus State men's basketball team, Noel Alexander. Manning the cameras for director and executive producer Dion I here on NorCal Sports TV, and I just get to hang out and watch basketball. Not a bad gig. Back to it, Central Cali Dynamics down by 18. The Panthers, every time a couple shots drop for the Central Cali Dynamics, the Panthers ratchet up the defenses. Galley needed a little bit more to get up there and throw that one down. He smoked the layup, and the ball goes back over to Central Cali Dynamics. Garola, he's launched a couple three-pointers. Can't get that one to drop. Holmes had it, lost it, but he was fouled. So it's going to stay down here with the team in light green. Officials are referring to them as the white team, so they're the designated home team. Again, it's a very light green, very spring-like color. And they did that for the Spring Invitational. Not sure, but it's a good look. It's Hernandez gets it over to Garola. Garola wants a ball screen, sidesteps, and gets it back over to Hernandez. Angeles down to Holmes in the post. Now kicks it back out. Prieto will launch. Hit off the top of the backboard. Thomas hits Galley, who was leaking out. Galley again trying that throw down, but it looked like he almost cupped the ball a little bit and lost it on the way up. Prieto gets it over to Hernandez. Now gets it back. Here's Angeles. Hits a cutting Hernandez. Lets Galley fly up and over the air. Can't go down. Holmes gets it and follows it in for 2. First basket for Zion Holmes. Oh, Hezzy right there by Javon Johnson. Gets him down the lane. And we got a hand check called on Hernandez. I think we're going to have a sideline inbound. Poor referee was chasing the ball around everywhere. Finally got it back. Now we're able to get back to play. Here's Galley. Ramos. Try to kick it out in the corner to Thomas. He thought Thomas was going to cut to the baseline, and Thomas was flying up the lane. And Thomas pokes it back over to Ramos, so we're all good. Now Galley lost the handle, throws it off to Holmes, right over to me, and it's going to go to the Hayward Panthers, so it'll stay down here. And again, another good defensive play by Isaiah Galley. It'll come out and cause deflections. So Ramos will inbound as we get under the 8-minute mark. We got 6 members of Central Cali Dynamics on the court, so one of them's going to make their way off. And now we are good to go. Galley tried to swing it over to Johnson, but that one was deflected by Hernandez. That'll stay with the Hayward Panthers. Ramos gets it inside to Harris, triple teamed. Ramos hits a cutting Johnson, spins baseline, fall away was short. Conrad with the rebound. Garola tried to get into the middle of Hernandez, and there's that guy again, Galley with another steal. Drops it off inside Johnson, layup good for 2. 5 points in the game now for Johnson. Holmes catches it, hands it off to Angeles. Here's Garola. Trying to get past Galley, able to get a step. Try to hand it off to Angeles. Angeles saves it though. Here's Hernandez, straightaway 3 off the mark. Holmes with the follow, too strong. Javon Johnson with the board. Up ahead, here's Jaime Ramos. Reverse layup, good for 2. 5 second half points for Jaime Ramos. Lead up to 20 for the Hayward Panthers. Loose ball. Up ahead, here's Galley. Layup. Can't get that one to go either. A bit of a struggle around the basket for Galley. Here's Conrad. And we're going to have a timeout on the court taken by Coach Ramos of the Hayward Panthers. Breaking the action, 6:03 left to play. 20-point ball game here at the NCS TV Spring Invitational.
One falling down. One falling down.
Hayward Panthers with the big-time lead as our clock and scoreboard are not working. There it is. Got it back. There's a loose cable over there. And so if you jiggle it just right, you'll shut the whole thing down. It won't actually go away, but it's just scary. You look up there and all the lights are off. So, oh, three-pointer rattles out for Matthew Laurie. Ayers stops, pops, gets it to go. So big first half for Ezra Ayers. He had 10 in the first half. That's his first bucket here in the second. As Lamb steps into a 3-ball, back rim. Zachary Berry with the board. Had it poked out. He says, no, let me have that back. I earned that rebound. There he is. He got pushed by Garola. And so Berry will earn a possession for the Panthers. They'll have it down there at the baseline. Ramos will trigger the inbound for the team in black and baby blue. Lamb cuts to the basket, takes the hit from Conrad. Can't get it to go. But Brian Lamb will be shooting 2. Lamb, 4 points all at the end of the first half. Some energy plays that he made, including a nice little deflection that he had towards the sideline. He's kept it in bounds with the behind-the-back save over to Jaime Ramos, who hit him cutting down the court. on the ensuing fast break, and he finished at the basket. Really gave the Panthers some momentum to close off the half, and they have not looked back since. So 1 or 2 on that trip, and there's that guy, Zachary Brown, still pounding the rebounds. That one tipped out into a green jersey, and here's Ayers bringing it up for Central Cali Dynamics. Ayers cuts down the lane. Can't get that one to go. Zachary Berry with the board up ahead. A little double clutch layup good for Jaden Bonds. 8 in the game for Jaden. Lead back up to 20. Hernandez finds Garola in the corner. Long. Berry again chasing it down. Nice pass to a cutting Bonds. What a look. What anticipation by Matthew Laurie. When he first threw that, I was like, oh, that's a bad pass. But I didn't see the cutting Jaden Bonds, who was in full sprint. And that one was right into his path. An easy layup for Jaden, who's now with 12 points in the ballgame. Pass deflected out on the wing. That one knocked out of bounds by Brian Lamb. It's going to stay with Central Cali Dynamics as we're under 3.5 left to play in this ballgame. We'll stick around following the game. We will have a post-game interview with the member of the winning team. So we'll do that and wrap it up here at the NCS Spring Invitational. We do have more ball games left to play. I'll be taking a break for the remainder of the game. Levi Flores will be making his way over here, donning a headset, as Nathan Garola knocks down his 3rd triple. Zachary Berry wanted the lob from Laurie. Instead, he gets a little handoff at the rim and gets it to go and one. So maybe Laurie's just telling him, nah, man, I was trying to get you an extra point. I saw you with the lob, but I figured if I get you down low, I might be able to get an and one. And that's exactly what happened. So Zachary Berry at the foul line, a chance for a 3-point play and a chance to get into double figures if he can knock down this free throw. Left it short, so he'll stay at 9 for the time being. It's a 19-point advantage for the Panthers. As Ayers kicks out to Engeles. Now Ayers sets the screen for Engeles. Trying to get it back around the high post area. Conrad now gets it to him on the wing. Skip pass from Berry. Picked off. Berry looking to go all the way to the basket. Takes another bump. Couldn't finish. A little upset that he couldn't, but he's going to try to, again, get into double figures with 2 free throws at the line. .100 seconds left in the ball game, just under 1:40. Free throw from Berry again off the mark. It's a big one. Can he get himself into double figures? I would venture to say he's got a double if he's able to get this free throw and get into 10 points. He's been all over the glass. Probably flirting with a triple-double if he adds steals in there as well. Young man has been all over the place displaying that athleticism. Free throw was short. Engeles hits the cutting Leros, can't get it to go, but there's Conrad able to get the finish. Trent Conrad gets his first basket. Lamb kicks out to Laurie. Laurie launches a 3. Laurie gets it to go. Matthew Laurie gets in the scoring column. The 7th Panther to notch a bucket here in this ball game. As Garola bounces that one off his foot and out of bounds. That'll head it over to the Panthers. 20 seconds left in the ball game. And this one has been all but put to rest as Coach Ramos signaling to his squad that he doesn't want a shot up for the remainder of the game. So referee Grant Medeiros will just ensure that the Panthers retain possession with the clock running out, and we will wrap up this ball game, and that'll do it. So once again, we will have a post-game interview. Stick around for that. We'll get to it. We'll wrap it up here on NorCal Sports TV.
from Los Angeles.
From
We
Los
just
Angeles.
heard that. What made you put Miles Little into the camp?
Well, we were looking for an overnight camp that would really help develop his sort of independence. And this looked like a beautiful setting for the kids, and also really foster his independence, meet new people. And I want to say one of the best things about this camp, this particular camp, is the ability to see the games live streamed on YouTube. It allows you to not be at camp, but also still participate in that particular part of camp. And so I thought that was really amazing. The announcers were great. The angles, the instant replay, it really made the kids feel special.
Would you bring Miles Little back up to camp?
For sure, 100%. And we're bringing friends. I think one of the wonderful things that I saw when I came to pick him up is how collegial, supportive the older boys are with the younger boys. And I think that is really heartening for me, because that's how I want my boy to be when he grows up. And so I think that he has some really great examples of really kind people.
Mario Ramos here at NTS Spring Invitational with my guy Isaiah Galley. Isaiah had 9 points out there, tearing it up. You were all over the place, too, in the passing lanes and stuff like that. How are you guys able to get things going and kind of open up a lead out here?
Well, this is our first tournament. We started off kind of slow,
Yeah.
But I think the coach called us up, and we got the job done what he said to do. So
Yeah, what was the game plan? What was Coach?
just to really guard 13, honestly.
Yeah?
He was the main man we really had to guard. So
Yeah, he kind of got going. He had like 10 first half points.
Yeah.
But you kind of took on the challenge yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
You like playing defense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I could tell out there. It's good stuff. Again, making things happen out there in the passing lane. You said it's early, right? You guys still kind of filling yourselves out.
Yeah.
What do you think your role on the team is going to be?
Probably defense. I say mostly defense.
Mostly defense?
Yeah.
All right. I do got to put you on blast a little bit. What was up with those layups at the end right there? Were you trying to throw it down, or were you trying to bring it down?
Yeah, I got to work on that.
Hey, we all got stuff to improve on. Besides that, what are some other things that you want to look to improve on?
My shooting, really, and just our passing ability. I think we need to work on that, and after that, I think we'll be a complete team.
Yeah, you guys did a pretty good job today. Looked pretty darn complete out there. They picked up the 45-25 victory here at NorCal Sports TV Spring Invitational. My guy Isaiah Galley leading the way, 9 points. Good job, dude.
Yes, sir.
Good you, man.
Thank you.